Here's Andy Freelander.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to 3 rounds in the UFC Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judoka and jiu-jitsu black belt with a professional record of 8 wins and 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California by way of Samaria, Israel, Noad Lahat. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 8 wins and 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Niklas Backstrom. And when the action begins, the referee in charge of the octagon, Mr. Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard is the 3rd man in the octagon. We're all set for 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division.
Hey gentlemen, here we go. You ready? You ready? Come on, let's get it.
Niklas Backstrom, Noad Lahat. Tonight's fight clock is sponsored by Olymp. We have Backstrom in the black and grey. Noad Lahat is in the whites.
Already a little more cautious from Backstrom. He's not rushing in. He's got his hands a little higher. He's standing a little lower as well, I've noticed. So, you know, he's definitely changed a few things for this fight. Still got the crazy eyes though, John. Still
got those crazy eyes. Used to work in a mental asylum, if my memory serves me correctly. I think he learnt that stare as he was growing up in North Sweden. Not a lot of light there.
It's probably where he learnt that choke that he used in his UFC debut as well.
A lovely takedown and entry from Noad Lahat.
Good guard recovery from Backstrom there. Those long legs are going to cause all kinds of problems from the guard.
Noad Lahat is a black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion back in 2010. He's also a 2nd degree black belt in judo. So very well schooled in these kind of exchanges.
Backstrom got a tight overhook for a second there, but Lahat looks to be feeding Backstrom's arm underneath his own body. Try and trap it. That's a really nice position to get it into ground and pound your opponent from, because they're effectively laying on one of their arms, one of their guards.
Very frustrating position.
And if nothing else, it opened up a guard pass for a second. He passed a half guard, but good work, good hips from Backstrom, who is now using a rubber guard to tie up his opponent here. Watch him get his hands clasped together. Now Backstrom's probably going to look to pull that leg a little bit higher, lock that down. Now he's looking for an omoplata.
Go-go plata set up here.
Go-go plata. He's got his hands on his toes. That's really tight by the look of it. Lahat doing the right thing, pushing that foot down and trying to scoot out.
Turning out of it.
Good sweep from Backstrom there.
Nice there from Backstrom to get back into full guard. I was going to say I once underestimated Niklas Backstrom's ground game in commentary previously, many years ago. It was actually the first thing he ever said to me when he saw me on UFC duty. So a man that does not forget. I won't underestimate those skills any longer. Very nice setup there.
Yeah. Beautifully threatened the go-go platter and then used the omoplata to get the sweep. Now he's looking to pass the guard of Lahat. Steps over to half guard. Lahat doing a good job of keeping some distance at the moment. Just not allowing Backstrom to settle, but Backstrom looks like he's going to take the back here. He works the roll, he gets the top hook in. Can he roll his opponent over and secure that body triangle? That's what he's looking for. He's got it now. He has it on the wrong side. Lahat is looking to defend it.
It'd be quite something if Niklas Backstrom can get the submission win here against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo black belts.
Lahat doing a good job of controlling the right wrist of Backstrom, which is taking one of those attacking weapons away from him.
He's going to look to try and turn into Backstrom.
Backstrom looking to feed that arm under the chin.
Wrist control.
Looking to feed that arm under the chin. Lahat's looking to put some pressure on that body triangle, given the fact that it's locked up on the wrong side.
Under 140 left for Backstrom to work on this choke.
Lahat looks relatively calm, but Backstrom used the opportunity to threaten again.
The wily limbs of Niklas Backstrom, sneaky limbs, as he tries to feed his right arm under the chin of Neo, who's looking very relaxed at this point in time.
Oh, that looks like he's going to get it locked up. Backstrom cinching that in. Lahat's doing a good job of trying to keep his chin tucked, but that's a lot of pressure on the lower jaw.
1 minute left now in the opening round as Niklas Backstrom has a body triangle and is trying to seek out a rear naked choke.
Lahat's trying to break that body triangle. He's got to be careful as he turns into the guard of Backstrom if that's what he's looking to do. Backstrom really trying to cling onto that back. He's got the underhook on the far side, which is causing Lahat some problems right now.
Stretched him out.
Just those long limbs causing all kinds of problems for Lahat.
That body triangle is not locked in. Doesn't look like it needs to be.
30 seconds left and Lahat's doing a good job of just keeping those hands away from his chin, keeping control of one wrist, which is making it difficult for Backstrom to commit to anything. And a scramble here.
Oh,
Backstrom looking for the arm.
Nice transitions there from Backstrom. Rode that very nicely. He's got 10 seconds now. Will he get a belly down armbar finish here in the first?
I think Lahat's going to wait this one out. He rolls in, but I don't think he's going to be able to finish it.
Saved by the bell potentially. So let's go back and relive some of the moments from the first round. Nice takedown there from Lahat.
Timed it perfectly on a jumping knee as Backstrom flew in with that the left knee. Lahat changed the levels and put his opponent on the back, but as soon as they hit the mat, Backstrom was working a high guard, looking to tie his opponent up. Did a really good job of using the omoplata to get the sweep, and then in the scramble managed to take Lahat's back and lock in a body triangle. And then from that point onwards, he was constantly threatening the rear naked choke until the end of the round.
Tonight's main event is a big one for the UFC Strawweight Championship. The champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk from Poland, here in Europe, will have the backing of the O2 World Arena, Berlin, as she defends her newly earned title against travelling Californian number 3 ranked Jessica Penne. It's the first UFC World title exclusively on UFCFightPass.com. Main card beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern as we get into the second round of this featherweight contest.
I'm interested to see if that first round changes the dynamic of this fight, because I'm assuming that coming into this, Lahat would feel he had the advantage in the clinch and on the ground, but he had a short right hand there on Backstrom's chin as he stepped in, but Backstrom persistent with the clinch.
Lahat fighting his way out of that clinch, and he is goading Backstrom, and as he does, Backstrom jumps in and gets clipped. Guards has opened up on the, looks like maybe the forehead of Niklas Backstrom.
Yeah, looks like one of those short right hands that Lahat threw in the clinch there.
Lahat has brought a lot of attention to mixed martial arts in Israel, especially with that, or the fact that he is still a part of the military over there in his homeland, currently residing in the States and training at AKA, one of the very best training centers in the world for mixed martial arts.
Lahat does a really good job of stepping in and keeping his arms nice and short when transferring the power from his base into those punches. Good sprawl there, takes him right across the octagon, but Backstrom still got a lock on one leg.
To pull that leg towards him, complete that single, but he abandons it.
Lahat threatened with a choke there for a second, and Backstrom backs out of it. So this is what I was wondering. I thought that given the fact that that first round was, Backstrom threatening the submissions, Lahat may decide to strike this round, and he's doing a good job so far, landing some clean shots.
Well, it's the striking game that hasn't come as naturally, if you like, to Neo. Very much a ground fighting specialist and judoka.
Backstrom again looking to use that those long limbs to tie up a tie clinch and use knees. Lahat looking for a trip. Nice backwards elbow there that missed.
Really good connections to the chin of Backstrom there.
Backstrom skipping in again with that knee. Some good uppercuts in the clinch. Really nice dirty boxing from Lahat.
Backstrom landing in range off of that knee, and that's when he's getting caught.
Oh, and a nice body kick from Lahat.
Backstrom's hands are very, very low, Dan.
They are. These shots look like they're wearing on him a little bit. Lahat's pouring pressure on now. He's landing clean shots and Backstrom's wearing them well, and given the fact that he's so relaxed, he's effectively riding the punches, but as soon as Lahat puts a hand on him, he's able to control his head. He's
selection of elbow strikes as well from Lahat. As Backstrom looks pretty fatigued.
He looks a little bit wary, John. Oh, and a shot in on a deep single. Lahat looking to roll him. Very nice, but Backstrom's looking to keep top position, and he does.
See what Backstrom can do from here. It looks like he needs a few moments to compose himself because he was being picked apart.
Lahat working to the back, and now he gets top position, and he's in mount.
Nicely done. You do not want a judoka in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Goes for the S mount, looks for an armbar there.
Set up, look for him to switch his hips.
Nice hammer fist from Lahat, and Backstrom. He's really not putting up any kind of offensive here. A tired Backstrom is mounted by Lahat right now, looking to creep his legs up, but still eating shots in the process.
Ooh. Big elbow there from Lahat.
Oh, and an armbar. That's a tight armbar.
That's really tight.
Backstrom fighting out of it, doing a good job. He looks very relaxed. He's got his head out, so there's no pressure on the arm now. But
wow, that was close.
Wow. Good work from Lahat, and scrambles, takes top position again.
Good work from Backstrom.
Look at this north-south choke. North-south choke, he's locking up there, scooting his hips back. He's going to try and slide his latissimus dorsi under the chin of Backstrom and bring his chin up so he can focus on the neck of his opponent.
Backstrom tries to get the knee shield in, but Lahat clears that. It's working from the half guard position, slides forward again into mount.
enough defensive work to keep Backstrom in the fight right now, but this is all Noad Lahat. Good elbows from the mount position.
Yeah, an assortment of punches and elbow strikes.
There was a high mount there for a second, and then Backstrom turned for a heel hook.
Pulls that leg out.
Lahat in no danger again. Backstrom calling him on, but Lahat is comfortable to chop away at the legs from standing. Mark Goddard will step in a second, I'm sure.
Seconds. Lahat really chalking up some points here on the judges' scorecards. Stop! Good work there from Neo. Let's have a look at some of the action, Dan, and it was all Lahat in that round.
Yeah, a much stronger round. I think he landed some shots early on in that round that gave him some confidence in the clinch and in the dirty boxing. And given the fact that Backstrom was really persisting with that tie clinch, it opened him up for a lot of uppercuts and hooks. And then from that point onwards, a wary Backstrom really just tried to fight off Lahat as he wore him down with shots. And we end up on the floor with Lahat in mount, landing some good shots and threatening arm bars. I'm hoping that in this 60 seconds, Backstrom gets a bit of chance to recover so we can see a strong third round from both fighters.
So Backstrom keen to get into this. He's got a lot of work to do here in the third round. That was a dominant second there from Lahat.
Last round, gents, let's do it.
Nice show of sportsmanship. Lahat in the white, Backstrom in the black and grey.
Again, Backstrom lowering his stance a little bit, bringing his hands up a bit higher. More of a disciplined approach this time around. Good solid low kick there, buckles the knee of Backstrom.
Niklas Backstrom, a product of the All-Star Gym, Stockholm, Sweden. Noad Lahat from AKA in the USA. A little bit more tentative in the first 45 seconds of the third and final round.
Oh, another good right hand from Lahat there. Oh, and a nice throw there for a second, but didn't quite work out. Backstrom managed to keep top position, and now he's on the back of Lahat again. Kind of a sacrifice throw that ended up being just a sacrifice.
No sleeve to really pull through there.
Backstrom just looked out the way of that, just caught the whiskers on his chin with that head kick. Lahat looking a little tired now. But those single shots from Backstrom throwing that overhand right, and then Lahat's able to land 2 or 3 from that distance, being closed in the clinch.
Alexander Gustafsson is sitting a few chairs away from us, calling out instructions to his stablemate. And Noad Lahat has very much improved his striking, Dan. No surprise really with the kind of sparring partners that he's got at his disposal there at AKA.
Backstrom gets a takedown there. Lahat with some nice short elbows to the side of the head of Backstrom.
So Backstrom looking to flatten out Lahat.
This is a much better position for him here. He's got to watch the roll. Oh, beautiful, very nice technique from Lahat. Rolls Backstrom over. Niklas Backstrom using the fence to climb his legs up and roll the fight over and get it back to the feet again. But that was a very nice reversal from the Israeli fighter. Backstrom with double unders here. Possibly looking to, oh, takes the back, very nice. Looks to get the bottom hook in, which he does. Still 2 minutes to work. This is a long time to be able to threaten the back for Niklas Backstrom.
Backstrom needs to advance that position. At the moment he could be in trouble. Noad Lahat is looking for an Achilles lock.
And Lahat back in top position. Backstrom just doesn't seem to have the strength to hold that top position anymore. He looks quite tired, and
yeah,
although Lahat's slowing down, technique prevails in that situation. He managed to get the roll again, get the reversal. Good work from Backstrom, kicking his opponent off, and now he's pushing him for a double leg again. Lahat looking to defend it, but both fighters very tired now after a pretty furious first 2 rounds.
Yeah, an arduous couple of rounds for these featherweights. Coming out early is clearly paying off for Noad Lahat. Very well acclimatized to the time differences.
Someone's got to seize this last minute. Which fight is it going to be? Backstrom in top position, Lahat looking for the switch, but Backstrom sprawls out of it and drops the hip to the mat to deny it.
Lahat's corner asking him to scramble and get back to his feet.
Lahat checking the clock, tries to use that underhook, but a smothering top game of Backstrom right now. He's maintaining this top position, even with Lahat using his hooks to elevate his opponent.
Lahat's a very calm operator on the mat. Niklas Backstrom just trying to advance his position at this stage, but he's got 25 seconds to really make a difference, but he cannot get past that leg of Noad Lahat. Having said that, he climbs to the back. It's that body triangle again, 15 seconds and counting.
Really difficult one to score, this one, John. Interesting to see how the judges see it. Obviously Backstrom threatening early on in the first round, and Lahat coming through in the second round with some good shots, but this third round's been very tight.
Well, it will go to the judges' scorecards as Niklas Backstrom beats his chest. Both fighters walking back to their respective corners with their arms aloft. So let's have a look at some of the action from round number 3.
So both fighters tired by this point. Lahat landing a really nice straight right that lands cleanly on the chin of Backstrom and wobbles him for a second. For the most part, Backstrom was there to be hit, but he wore the punches very well and he kept grinding. That first round I would probably score to Backstrom, at the second and third, who knows. Really nice reversal just there from Lahat towards the end of the fight. Gets him back in top position, but it was ultimately Backstrom that finished stronger, threatening the back of Noad Lahat.
So it's an agonising wait for the scorecards to be collected. And we will see who is victorious here in Berlin. This is where Niklas Backstrom made his debut, and it was a good night for him.
An amazing performance over Tom Niinimäki with a very fast finish. It was kind of a schoolyard headlock that he converted to a rear naked choke hold over a fantastic grappler, but Lahat did a great job of nullifying that ground game there.
Yes, I was actually really surprised at just how advanced Niklas Backstrom's game was. When you're talking about a second-degree black belt and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, he looked very good in those exchanges indeed. But Noad Lahat looked very good with the striking. So the scorecards are collected, so let's get it inside to Andy Friedlander.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge number 1 scores the contest 28-28. The second 2 judges scored the contest 29-28 for the winner by majority decision, Noad Lahat.
So Noad Lahat.
Okay, I'm here with your winner, Noad Lahat. Respect there between both fights. That was a really gritty battle. Noad, let's get a few words from you. Okay, sir. Obviously a really grinding fight, a real tough decision. You saw how resilient Backstrom is. Was there anything about his game that surprised you?
I just want to say one thing in Hebrew. תודה רבה לכל מי שבא אחרי שפה בברלין שאני יודע ש6 מיליון רואים אותי, אין מצב שאני מפסיד. It was really tough fight. I think the toughest I had. He's really skilled. He surprised me on the ground. I didn't expect that. Omoplata he threw at me. I started laughing in the middle. It really surprised me. Rocked my jaw a little bit. But he definitely got the first round. But I think second round, no doubt. I thought I really close to finish him on the feet. And then he maybe got a little bit more position on the ground in third, but I definitely put more damage. Now, I really appreciate the work here. Niklas, we said in the way that we're gonna have fun. Hell of a fun, brother. Hope to do it again one day.
So obviously, the first round you took him down, you wanted to contest on the ground, but as you said, he climbed the high guard and started to threaten with the omoplata. Coming into the second round, you started to strike more. Did you think that may be more of an advantage to try and trade on the feet?
Oh, definitely. First of all, I want to apologize to my jiu-jitsu coach for the first round. But second round, I knew he had more with his legs, and he took my back, but I punished his leg the whole time he was on my back. I would keep elbowing his leg, and I knew I took a lot of him, and I heard him breathing heavy. So I didn't try to escape the back. I let him squeeze it, because I knew I come the second round, my hands will be fresh. I knew there's nowhere anybody will ever choke me. So I had no problem giving my neck for him to choke. And I gave him a little bit, like choking sound, so to let him squeeze a little bit more. Because I wanted to come second round and punish him with my hands.
Well, it was a